Welcome back to the K-Dog and Fish Show. We're talking movies,
TV,
pop culture news.
let's go.
We just watched the reboot to the 1992 classic White Man Can't Jump, and I got to talk about it because I'm not a huge fan of reboots. A lot of the times it doesn't work.
Right.
Sometimes they reboot and still include the original, like in Vacation with Ed Helms.
Yeah, usually the storyline's pretty weak.
Yeah.
You know, and even if they try to emulate it as much as they can, it's usually, and make certain changes.
Yeah.
It usually doesn't work.
So when I heard, and I am a massive White Man Can't Jump original film lover. Like, I watch that movie. We play basketball a lot, and I would watch that movie and to the point where I burnt out that VHS. Like, I have it now on DVD. I don't think you can get it on Blu-ray.
It's probably available.
But I watched it so many times to the point where then I would even watch it and just fast forward to the basketball scenes.
Yeah.
But like, I've probably seen that movie at least 40, 50 times. So I'm a huge fan. So when I heard that Disney Plus through Hulu is going to do a reboot of White Man Can't Jump, I was very skeptical. In fact,
more angry.
Mad.
Yeah.
I was angry at the prospect of ruining this movie that I love so much. So I thought, why? I'll give it a chance. You watched it and then said to me, you know what? You might not hate it as much as you think you will.
Wasn't that bad. It was pretty good.
So I did watch it, and I'm not a huge fan of reboots, but I did end up liking this movie, and it pains me because I wanted to hate it. I wanted to hate it.
Yeah.
But they did it justice.
Yeah.
So the storyline is vastly different. There were similar plot points, but made it different enough. I was also very appreciative that the reboot didn't include the same character names.
Right. Yeah.
So Sidney Dean with the Wesley Snipes character.
Yeah.
This is now, his name was Kamal, and a played by an actor I've never seen before. Yeah. Sinqua Walls. He did a great job.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah.
He is a professional actor, whereas the guy playing the Woody Harrelson character in this one, and that character's name was Billy Hoyle. This one is Jeremy, which I don't think you get a better White Man Can't Jump name than Jeremy.
It suits. Yeah.
Was played by rapper Jack Harlow. White rapper Jack Harlow.
I thought it was pretty good too.
And he did a good job. Yeah. I will say this. And this is his first like acting outside of doing music videos and like appearances as himself and stuff. He didn't do a bad job, but clearly Sinqua Walls is a better actor.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, there were some scenes where Jack Harlow, he was doing great. Obviously, he can ball. Yeah. He can play. Yeah. And I bought him in the character. He's not as talented of an actor as Sinqua Walls. Okay. Here's one thing in the plot that bothered me. Okay. And again, I enjoyed it. I was wanting to hate this movie. The one plot point was the amount of money at the end of the tournament. Now, the end tournament, the grand prize was $500,000. Yeah. What inner city 2-on-2, 3-on-3 tournament is going to have a grand prize of $500,000?
It did seem a little excessive.
It's a little high.
A little high. It's a little high.
It's not even realistic. Like, what
like,
kind of sponsors do you have? Like,
is this being televised on prime time?
Come on, $500,000. Like, the funny thing is the tournament before that, where they dropped the ball and really like screwed up and lost the money. The grand prize was $25,000. So you go from $25K to $500,000. If you'd said, "Oh, this bigger tournament, the grand prize is $100,000," I would have been
okay. 4 times. Fine.
Sure.
You went 20 times.
It was just like $500,000 was just I thought that was stupid.
Okay. Besides that,
I'm glad that the storylines were a bit divergent. There was a lot of stuff about Sinqua Walls' character Kamal and him having a sort of violent. He doesn't take well to criticism and his relationship with his dad, and you never got that in the original White Man Can't Jump. You never saw anything about Sidney Dean's past as a baller. You just took him as a street court player.
Yeah.
And this was a different angle, and I liked it. However, the different angle that they took with Jack Harlow's character, that bothered me a little bit, that he was a bit more of a con artist and a pill popper.
Yeah.
And then he was mixing, towards the end, he was mixing alcohol and pills.
Yeah.
And that to me wasn't like, if he's that addicted to that, then he'd be like that the whole time and not just choosing when to be sober.
Okay.
Like it was just it was too much that he was a pill head.
Yeah.
But regardless of some minor plot holes, I enjoyed their relationship, their chemistry. There was just a difference enough in the plot to make me go, this could be its own movie and more of an homage to the first one than a full-on reboot that's like shot for shot.
I thought everybody kind of nailed it, you know? I thought the storyline moved nicely. I didn't really dive into the characters as much as you did. I definitely liked both guys. I thought they both played. I thought Jack Harlow played pretty good considering he's not an actor.
This is first gig.
Yeah. And like you said, there were little things throughout the movie that were kind of a throwback, like the courts that they played and stuff like that.
That was crazy.
Yeah, like just small little subtle things that nothing. They didn't make it too obvious, which was good. Yeah,
a lot of the outdoor courts were the same courts used in the '92 film because this all takes place in the same place in inner city LA.
Yeah,
there was one specific scene where I was like, "That's the exact same court,"
right? And
that was in Watts, and you actually see them both coming down the iconic stairs to that court, in the same kind of a shot. And I'm like, that is. As somebody who's seen the movie 400,000 times, the original, I'm like, that was really cool. There was other little homages where they're playing at the Venice Beach courts for this insanely overpriced final tournament. Yeah. And there's a famous guy who has dreads, rollerblades, and plays electric guitar with a portable amp. That guy was also featured as it's just a shot. Like he doesn't have a role, but he's just a famous character that plays Venice Beach all the time. And they included a shot of him at Venice Beach in both films. So I thought that was cool. Another very subtle homage. I don't know if you caught this, but the Kamal character in the new version, he has a son, and his son towards the end of the film is wearing a hat, and it's Wesley Snipes' hat from the original.
The flipped up, the cycling hat,
the brim. Yeah. It's not like a ball cap.
I did not catch that either.
I
was paying attention when I watched this movie, kind of. I mean, I don't know.
That was a cool.
I actually don't even know what I was doing while I was watching this movie because you keep saying, "Remember this? Remember this? Remember this?" I'm like, "Really?" B Money's like, "Did you actually watch this movie?" I'm like, "I did. I'm positive I did."
And the fact that Lance Reddick from the John Wick films played Kamal's dad.
Yeah, I didn't even catch on to that.
As a retired professional basketball player, and was his coach and his dad, and was like. And died. Yeah. Spoiler alert. That was a huge part of the emotion of the film. Yeah. That was completely over your head.
Yeah.
It was good without being a direct remake. And I think the subtle differences is what helped it make it its own film and not just we're rebooting this classic film. Because again, not a huge fan of reboots.
Yeah, I watch it. Yeah. I mean, I probably won't watch it again.
Yeah.
But definitely worth watching.
Yeah, and if you are a fan of the original, take a look at some of the homages that we mentioned and showed you here in this review. And as far as reboots go, again, I'm still on the fence. It has to be done in a fresh way to keep it and kind of make it its own, but remind you of the original and not be otherwise reboots can be really tricky.
I thought they did a pretty good job of the reboot. It's not like it's like a reboot of 16 Candles and Pete Davidson's playing the Molly Ringwald character. You know?
Gender reversal.
Just completely now, that would be a reboot. You'd be like, what?
What are we doing?
What are we doing here? This was like, it was a reboot, but it didn't feel that much like a reboot. So, yeah.
Got to be careful with reboots. Yeah. And you know what? White Man Can't Jump.
Check it out.
I wanted to hate it.
What are you going to give it?
And I didn't. Again, there are some plot holes.
Oh.
I'd still give it's watchable, and I'd actually might watch it again.
Yeah.
I would probably give it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7.5.
There you go.
It was good. It wasn't the best thing ever. I love the original.
Yeah.
But I do recommend it. It's fun to watch. It's available for free on Disney Plus or Hulu. Check it out. We do recommend this one.
I'll give it a 7.
Yeah.
Solid 7.
Solid 7.
Solid 7.
Nice.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Tell us in the comments if you've seen this movie, what you thought of it, or what you think of movie reboots in general. Put that in the comments for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Fish.
K-Dog.
We'll see you again soon.
Peace.